Hello, welcome back to Storming Hockey. Since I don't really have any uniform news or really other news to talk about, since there's no games in the conference finals today for the NHL, I figured I'd do a little bit of a different video today. Today I'm going to be, this isn't all, but most of my hockey puck collection from the NHL, AHL, and miscellaneous stuff. So today I will be showing off most of my collection of pucks today. Anyways, let's not waste more time. Let's get right into it. So here is the first collection of pucks I'm going to be showing you. This is basically a shadow puck set. Well, not a set. These are all sold individually, but I managed to collect all 30 of them from, I'm guessing, between 1999. This was either made in 2001, or 2002. But anyways, got pretty much all the retro logos, and it kind of mimics the logo in it, as you can see here with the Screaming Eagle for the Capitals. Some of these logos are obviously still in use today, like Carolina, Montreal, Chicago, Colorado, New Jersey, the New York Rangers, and Philly, and others. But also you do get to see some other older logos like the Atlanta Thrashers, the old Mighty Ducks, the Goat Head, original Panthers logo, the Kachina, the Robo Penguin, the Canucks old Orca logo. I'd love to see them rebranded that. Of course, the Eagle, the Sharks old logo, the Lightning's old logo, the Predators old logo. I think it's cool. This is something I'd endorse coming back, because I like the look of the pucks, because it mimics the logo in it. It's black and white, but I think it's pretty cool. Well, I got pretty much all of these off of eBay. But yeah, this is a sort of puck, I don't know, line or design that I'd be interested to see come back on the retail side at some point. Probably my favorite design. I'm not sure I really have a favorite design for any of these. Depends on how you look. It's all basically the same format, but honestly, some colors work better than others. But yeah. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, so here are my matchup / warm-up pucks. We'll start here with the American Hockey League. Well, basically the Charlotte Checkers. All these were from the Calder Cup run from last season, where they lost to Abbotsford in the Calder Cup final. This one from the second Atlantic Division Final Series with Hershey, the Calder Cup final with Abbotsford. And I did manage to sneak a warm-up puck there. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, on to NHL events, Stadium Series. My Carolina Hurricanes versus the Washington Capitals. Stanley Cup Final 2024, Oilers versus Panthers. Winter Classic 2024/2025, Blackhawks versus Blues. Stadium Series 2025, Blue Jackets versus Red Wings. And this season's Winter Classic, Florida versus the New York Rangers. And then some NHL warm-up pucks, Panthers Avalanche. I wasn't at the game, I just picked it off eBay for $10. And then Hurricanes Oilers from a game back in November of this season. Alright, these ones you may have seen before. These are just the in Glasgow jersey design pucks that basically follow the design of every team's dark home jersey. I got these back about a year ago, so some of these aren't updated, like St. Louis's isn't updated, Boston's isn't updated, I haven't updated Utah. Phillies is a little interesting because it looks more like their previous dark jersey that they used from 2010 to 2023 before redesigning it to bring back burnt orange. Most of these are pretty accurate. They don't obviously there's no shoulder patches on them, since there's not really any space to do them. But yeah, pretty much all these, you may have also seen these in the Hockey Guys power ranking videos, because he uses this exact same design of puck for it, the jersey design. But yeah, pretty just self-explanatory, just a jersey design puck. Nothing special, but I think they still look pretty dang nice, in my opinion. Alright, so for this next part of the pucks, I'm just going to show miscellaneous ones since they're very small. I have some of the reverse retro design pucks, like Ottawa and Carolina's 2.0 and Vancouver's 1.0. Carolina 06 champions. I have another version of it, but with Stanley Cup in silver. Maybe they'll make another one of these, because hopefully Carolina can do it. New Jersey Eastern Conference champions 2000. Got that in a random set I picked off of eBay. Charlotte Checkers Margaritaville puck. New York Rangers Madison Square Garden 100th anniversary puck. Metro Division puck, which also I have other pucks with the entirety of divisions: Pacific, the Central, the Metro, and the Atlantic. Okay, this one's got a bit of a backstory. I kind of got this for Christmas. a while ago. My dad's friend gave this to me. It's got a little cat in there. Cats are better than dogs, in my opinion. Just meowy Christmas. Pretty cute. Charlotte Checkers retro puck with kind of a thing. And then these ones I got in that set where I got that puck. Basically, I think these were made sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s. So they got Pittsburgh's logo they rebranded to, but you also got Calgary's jersey logo they wore on the pedestal jersey, so that's interesting. And also, like, if it says the team name, obviously there's no name on top of it for, like, Toronto and Tampa and Washington. And, like, but for every other one, like, it just has the team's name on top of it. One thing that did annoy me about this law is that some of the pucks were colored in by the seller, because, like, the Minnesota one, Montreal's got kind of colored in a bit, San Jose, they colored it in with green marker for some of them. Some of these are also pretty old. You can tell some of these are pretty dated as well, like the Boston one. And also just, this is my puck I scored my first ever goal in hockey with. I think this is an Andrei Svechnikov autographed puck. And then just a Sebastian Aho just puck. Anyways, for the last part of this video, I'll be looking at replica and game use pucks in my collection. So anyways, for replicas, we'll start. We got, of course, Carolina replica, got a Buffalo replica, and the Rangers replica from their 100th season. Also have Checkers replica and a Hurricanes replica from 2017-2018. Now on to the game pucks. And this one I got, this is my only NHL game use puck. I got this, it flew into the stands. And the way you can tell it's a game puck for people who are new, this one, it has dots right here. Those are sensors. It's got dots on both of the sides. I think might kind of see it on the camera, but... And as for the replica version, it does not, so that's a way to tell apart for fans who are new to the game. This is a Checkers goal use puck from John Leonard, who's, I think, a Red Wings prospect playing in Grand Rapids, from a game I went to back in March of 2025. And then just another Checkers game use puck. I think this was at the first hockey game I ever went to. It's against San Diego back in a couple of years ago, so... One more game replica puck I kind of forgot since I had it stored away somewhere. I haven't taken it out of the box, but it's from this year's playoffs since they changed the design. Anyways, like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I will talk to you later.